Damage with that Punisher. They just want to melt these tanks on Oblivione's side.
Meanwhile, for LG, the Emma Frost. First play here in Season 2 in competitive play. We'll see how Trust Me makes the White Queen work. And for now, decent damage on the opposing Magneto. Both teams feeling each other out here so far. And you look at LG. Just moving on forward is Trust Me. Takes down Jakes. And Emma Frost looking good off the early pickoff. However, the team up res is there. Fight not won here just yet. Oblivione, though, still on the back foot as LG getting closer and closer right now to first cap. They protect Forever. No, Forever gonna go down, and Oblivione just getting forced off the play.
Too close to this Emma Frost because she can just grab you and throw you against the wall, so they're just having to kite constantly versus a team you don't want to do that against. And here you go, Emma Frost immediately deleting Hulk.
Yeah, I mean, Hulk immediately getting shifted out. Demon still looking for the opportunity to drop the maximum pulse, and okay, so Stroid brought back by the BRB. Still options here for Oblivione as the Emma Frost ult does fade away, so LG going back a little bit. Solar Surge is going to be popped here by Jakes. Final Judgment in here for LG as they try and take it away. Maximum Pulse used, nothing happens. Meanwhile, Forever, brought the Meteor M, gets killed by Fate, brought right back in by the BRB. Both teams getting back into it. Karmic Revival in, and now LG still hanging on here. Omega Hurricane in from Naga, into the back, takes down Jakes, and this death may stand, but it's trade outs back and forth right now, Dogman.
Yeah, this is just not working for Oblivione. They,
things out. We are in overtime. Ash goes in. Demon immediately. Findings destroyed. Hulk off the ult. A little bit of pressure here on the Storm. BRB, though, brings destroyed right back in. Demon down. And this time gets back into the fight later, but the momentum fully shifted back in the LG's favor. Bit of both worlds here. Gonna fade here for a second. Fade. Jake's back up into the fight. Demon, meanwhile, takes down destroyed. This one may last. Is LG trying to hold off Oblivione, make this first round clean. Hulk, though, finally gonna get de-transformed, just trust me. Finishes.
They just do really well against triple strategist, and specifically Mantis. She doesn't bring enough healing. She just does a ton of damage. Incoming ultimate from the Rocket. Maybe this is Oblivione's chance to change the tide.
Well, right now, it could be real danger here as Maximum Pulse nearly good to go. However, Jaro has Meteor M ready to go in turn. Trust me, meanwhile, Emma ult up. All sorts of control coming on in. Destroyed. Following up off what Trust Me sets up. Karmic Revival, though, in from Andre. Fight not over yet, although right as that happens, Karmic Revival comes in. People still go out. Naga right over it with the Omega Hurricane. Ends up falling in turn, but LG still in a great spot.
I mean, Trust Me is an absolute god right now on this Emma Frost. I mean, personally, I've never thought
maybe Emma all day, every day, the way things are looking right now. At least Trust Me has anything to say about it. But fight in progress right now. Demon plugging away right now at Rajaro. Rajaro, though, getting healed up in turn, and a counter poke from Destroyed is there. Demon fallen immediately. 2 down right away. BRB's gonna bring back up 1, but Rajaro just moves forward off the early picks, and LG making it look easy.
Yeah, right now, both teams just kind of walking into each other allows Naga to just get so much value.
Dropped here by Andre. Oblivione. Everything on deck as they try and move in. LG popping the wild, their ult bank in turn. Everyone's all on deck here, and it's Naga, the Omega Hurricane, crushing the 3. Not gonna resurrect now as the Emma. It crushes. It puts you in a situation where it's like, okay, we need the reset. Also, LG saying, we don't want you the reset. We'll do the reset for you as we stagger you back in the spawn. Good luck.
I would say, like, yeah, Naga can kind of follow up on those dives maybe a little bit easier, or at least he can kind of do some harass. And I actually love his ultimate. I think it just does so much on the top side, especially in the streets phase of the map, which we're, by the way, already through. We already have Ash just touching last second, utilizing the E. Here comes some Desperation Hour ultimates from the defensive side. We'll see if it pans out for them, considering they've had to commit so much early and no value has been found so far.
Yeah, I mean, they had to use the both worlds super early just to get a little bit of stall here. LG, it's over. They take down Forever again early. Rajaro moving forward, has the ult ready. Might not even have to burn it here as LG for now. Decent spot on the point. Oblivione got a mischief, nearly faded here. To see Ash just getting pummeled and down. Galactic Legend, meanwhile, gonna be popped by here by Naga. Should be all the cleanup LG needs, and Rajaro got the safe ult on top of it. Defense here, they get Ash at the very end. Oblivione, though, might be able to fade back. Oh, I say that though, trust me, he's not done. Gets Demon into the back line. What was one pick now turning into what is perhaps a stagger. The convoy now moving on forward. Rajaro diving on in. Naga looking to end, or Nocta now, looking to end it. Gets a Galactic Legend up and ready to go. The swap off late into the process, however, Regen Domain gonna make his life absolutely miserable looking for the pickoffs. Forever dropping the seduction of their own. Oblivione, it's enough to get for Demon to get the pickoff. MSCC into the Hawkeye pick, and LG now getting thrown back super low on the point.
Yeah, every pick going in Oblivione's favor right now. They've done a good job pressing out Luminosity without ultimates, and it was definitely
helping build up towards the next Galactic Legend. And LG right now being very methodical. Eventually something breaks, and the thing that breaks is Demon. Rajaro, meanwhile, signal to go, slams his counterpart Emma, and this attack should be over.
Yeah, this is a very awkward fight for Oblivione, already down 2, and Luminosity changing their strategy up to having the Adam Warlock, just the res capability, and immediately that ultimate is founding no.
From Nocta, however, the support is there. No one goes down. Demon immediately following the Trust Me in turn as Naga. Galactic Legend gonna be popped. Galactic Legend now Fang, Fate of Both Worlds still in. You got the Feast getting dropped here by Trust Me. LG real close to finishing off this defense. 2 seconds left. We are in overtime. Oblivione cannot lose this fight or it is over. The Psyox seduction in for Jaro, though, may be the finisher. Trust Me able to get one off that. Naga on the backside on the Jakes. Nocta, though, back over and in. Finds Destroyed. Ends up dying in turn. Still a huge advantage to LG on the point. Overtime ticking on down. How long can Oblivione delay? It doesn't look like it's going to be much longer as LG, though, gonna get the CYA dropped in by Oblivione. Meteor M out for forever. It's huge. Ends up with 2. A quick little slam dunk, and that'll be the end of this push.
Yeah, I love this comp so far. I mean, this is what I would personally like to see out of Oblivione's hiding. But listen, man, it's Naga on Psylocke. I'm sorry to say. Listen, if he gets the one shot, I'll be so crazy. But like, pops the ultimate. Is there Shredder's ultimate to match it though? It doesn't look like it on that side. It's matched by a Emma Frost ultimate. That's a good pick from Naga utilizing the ultimate.
The BRB brings Jakes back up. However, Meteor M from Rajaro makes sure there's at least a permanent hit. LG now working one up. Andre, though, somehow a little bit of Rocket Raccoon damage comes on in. The Rocket unleashed. Ash following up, walking forward, finds Destroyed. Oblivione fully stabilized now. And for LG, dog, they got 40 seconds left. This is looking grim.
Yeah, this is looking grim indeed. Forcing a Strider's ultimate. Nice job from the Luda Snow to match the other side. But Nocta after this, I mean, should be able to find something forever as well. With the
nothing left at that point for Rajar, who ends up going down. Naga, Dance of the Butterfly, looking for Demon, denied! Just crunched! Killing blow went to Jakes, but that was really all Demon in the end. Final 2 seconds left. Nope. Up by the BRB. Demon now has the Gossip Death ready to go and is immediately got popping as Naga goes in with the Dance of the Butterfly. Oblivione still up after the dance. Gossip Death still in progress, just gonna force LG back for a moment. And Demon finally hits pay dirt. Gets on this Destroyed into the back. Psionic Seduction, meanwhile, gonna be used here by Trust Me. LG in there, and it's Nocta into the back. Dance with 3. It's the biggest dance you've ever seen. And Oblivione, that's gonna be all they need to take map 3 and keep the series alive.
But they have Portal though, and was it far enough?
I don't think it's gonna hit a ton.
1 meter? No, you're right.
No.
Yeah, 100%. You're right, ZP. And LG, unfortunately, their defense was just too poor that it did.
Playing the hero shooter versus hero shooter game, and Naga's playing Metal Gear Solid right now, just in the backline, finally engaging here, being the distraction. The rest of LG going on in. Howard Nocta looking to slow it down a bit. Galactic Legend going to be popped. Gets Fate of Both Worlds out from LG. Here we go. Meteor in for Jaro a little bit later into the process, but more than enough to take down Andre Co. And LG. A little bit of Hella vs. Hella action, making this round look relatively painless so far.
Yeah, I mean, they're up so many now at this objective. Naga pops the ultimate as well. Nocta is going to fall yet again. And to me, that fight was just simply unfortunate.
We dropped here by Oblivione, but forever not getting much. Instead, a face full of Gossip Death on the other end. Super clean fight for LG here in this round.
Yeah, this is looking like earlier ZP where, you know, Oblivione is always in the back foot forever. You saw even his Meteor got destroyed.
Meteor M in from Jaro, look to stop this push before it begins. Looks, it gets 2! Massive here from LG. Demon, you've dropped the Gossip Death, but you don't got a team with you anymore, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, this shouldn't find too much unless destroying just absolutely feeds, but Crow's back into the point, also has the frontline pressure, and you call the ZP. Rajaro with the dunk of the century, just locked
here into the back line. Moving on in, gonna pop it. Looking for the supports, forces the fan both worlds out. Meanwhile, Destroyed on the front end, takes down Noctu, tried to do much the same. So Destroyed, 2 pickoffs as Naga little bit of back massaging here. However, 2 picks for Oblivione. A little bit of life here. Still got Meteor M forever, though. Really, really low. 93%. Oblivione must touch. Fate and Naga, though, onto the cleanup. And the Meteor M might just be a death knell here. Gets 1. But I mean, yeah, they got the flip in the meantime, too.
Cool.
Yeah.
ZP, that whole time, this is the confusing part with having low.
Take this and send it away. And speaking of sending it away, Nocta sent back to spawn immediately. Not getting much done here onto the Iron Fist. LG gets to take it a little bit slower. Oblivione gonna drop the cloned Fate of Both Worlds here. Ash, though, finds Trust Me early. Dunk in from Jaro, though, gets the Luna. As he sees destroyed, in over the top, gets his counterpart. LG up at a big advantage, and this time there may be no way back from Oblivione. Entrance to the money match here on the line.
Well, they have Portal. Doctor Strange gonna use it to come back. Nocta's able to find one. They don't have their own portal until he respawns, so they could work themselves back into it potentially here as LG scatter around the objective.
Trust Me finds Andre Ko. See Fate, a little bit Iron Fist versus Iron Fist on the outside. LG racking it up. A little bit more cleanup here onto a point. Overtime ticket on down. And Oblivione, they may show a bit. However, Demon, Goss to death. Trying to buy a little bit more time. It's unprotected right now from LG, getting ripped apart by the Hela in the skyline. Oblivione will not die here just yet.
Nuki, shout out my guy from OG Esports, back into the action.
Nocta in and out. I'm not talking about the burgers. I'm talking right back to spawn. Prioritizing point control, paying off. Now LG, only really 1 good fight, maybe 2 at the portal to keep this going. Oblivione, the heals coming in big. Nocta, cracking impact into the back, frozen in a rough spot. Fate of Both Worlds, though, gonna bail him out of a tough position. Got the reset off the Loki clone, goes in even deeper. No back button right now for Nocta, but also no kills. Naga, meanwhile, Galactic Legend dropped. Hoping to get some of the Oblivione looking to defend, but forever just getting pummeled, and might be a time for a little bit of a reset, a little bit of a breather right now for Oblivione.
I like the adapting from Oblivione to play the Storm on their side, whereas destroying, it doesn't matter, just walking
things up. Fate of Both Worlds. The Omega Hurricane in reserve. Rajaro, though, says, stop dancing! Takes down Demon. Doesn't quite get the Luna, but the 1 pick off early on. Meanwhile, Naga takes this guy's Galactic Legend, laying in the damage on the Forever. Omega Hurricane, though, gonna be invested here by Nocta, as Oblivione still tries to make something work here on this defense. Psionic Seduction in from Trust Me, into the choke point, pushing Oblivione back, dives on in with Rajaro, and it's just full hold W here for Luminosity, gonna get him the first point.
So much pressure currently by Luminosity. Perfect positioning overall as a team.
You can't be giving up this many picks in the neutral. It just makes things real tough.
Oh, nice shots from Damon, though. But yeah, it really does. I mean, Damon, you find 1, but how much more can you really find? Nice grab here on the outside, and Forever goes down. Damon's just watching his team melt around him. He's popping off currently, and that's the thing about Hella gameplay is in the neutral, like we talked about earlier, you could just get so much value, and now they have those ults ready to go. Naga over the top side as well, forcing out ultimates to match alongside the frontline damage from everybody else. It's just so much, dude.
Yeah, and you know, while the ultimates get forced out, there's a period where Destroyed is still able to get to the back, find people not on the ult, get 2 pickoffs early on, and it's not even a fight. It's just a surgical excision being extracted here. Assemble, Oblivione, going to the good old captain, hoping that'll be what makes it happen as, well, it's Destroyed, God's death, takes down his counterpart, ultimate on point. Oblivione still down 1, LG on the way through, but you know, there's a lot of delay to be had here. They lose 2 right away, which may stall it out, but that's one thing we didn't talk about. Captain America, if anyone's gonna stay alive and be a pain on point, usually it's Cap.
When it's sad because they actually gave up the Bucky team up with him too as soon as he comes out, so that's depressing to see. Meanwhile, Damon in the sky over the top. Dude, Trust Me has been brutal on the Emma Frost. I mean, oh my goodness, CP. He's done so much, and nobody's even touching Galen Hella, and they'll be totally fine.
Ah, yes, the ultimate analysis, like, look, just pop off on Hella. Meanwhile, Demon, Galactic Legend, Naga, not quite able to hit the ground to get the advantage of the strategist ults in time, so Oblivione up 1. Solar Surgeons, Meteor M still on deck. LG, do they invest fights even while down here? That is a question. Meteor M gonna be out first here by Forever, looking for the dunk. Meanwhile, Demon getting on this Destroyed. Counter Meteor M in from Jaro, finds the Mantis. Not too shabby. Naga, meanwhile, uncontested in the back. The Galactic Legend should let LG hold on here, but we'll see. It's still in contest as the Karmic Revival from Andre Ko says, no, this fight's not over yet.
Oh my, Naga I mean, you're right. Yeah, Jake's is back too. So it doesn't matter how many times you die here right now. Adam Warlock will bring you right back into the fight, and you're going to have all of that pressure. As long as you're finding even one, that kind of enables you. And the Hella into the sky, but can't contest the payload in this form. We'll see how much pressure comes through from it. And it gets Jake. So that Jake's, I think,
Star-Lord, but he's moving in and around, looking for the midair instead. Onto the ground. Jake's gonna fall. Demon, though, Galactic Legend used on to the Luna, but destroyed, finding room to work with. Fate's still alive here on the Strange, and LG trying to get a little bit of room, but Demon brings it right on back. This is just a brawl that does not end.
Well, they were lacking the healing because, unfortunately, the one who did switch to Doctor Strange.
4 alive. Meteor M dropped. Buys some time for Extra to get back here onto the point. Demon and Jake's are still down. So they dropped the Strange Pearl, and yes, Jake's Strange in play here. Gonna drop it. Portal has been used, so Oblivione, final opportunity here. Ash, though, going down early. LG still at an advantage. Fate gonna be dropped here by LG as Demon works on the Galactic Legend. Galactic Legend is gonna fade as Luna still keeps on dancing. Jake's is down, and LG on what could be the final fight. Looking to bring it on down. Destroyed with another. The portal may not be enough here for Oblivione. They fought hard, but the fight is just about over. Ash forever down. LG in the money match once more.